What's happening, guys? Another beautiful day, another vlog. So, today I want to talk about what makes a good beat battle beat. Okay, I've been in one beat battle till now, but I've seen a couple of them on YouTube and mostly on YouTube. I've never seen a beat battle in Hyderabad except the one I was in, and the one I was in was pretty solid. So there's another beat battle that's coming on November 5th, which I decided to participate in just last night after my friend called and convinced me like crazy. So now that I have another 8 days, and I have to produce 20 beats in 8 days because for the last 23 days I wasn't home. I wasn't making beats for the last 25 days, not 25 actually, for the last 27 days. I haven't made any beats because I was in Nepal trekking. So I have another 8 days till November 5th to produce 20, solid, energetic beats for the beat battle. Anyways, so I'm gonna try to break down what makes a brilliant beat battle beat. Okay, okay. So number one quality that makes it a good beat battle beat is it's got to be energetic, right? People, when they come to a beat battle, there are like 20, 30 people listening, waiting to listen to your beat, right? Now, you don't want to play something that's emotional or something that's like overly melodic, right? Yeah, I mean, you can make it melodic, but the thing is, it's gotta have a upbeat nature, right? It's gotta make people move or bounce or bop, whatever, but it's gotta make people do that. And point number two, the only way you can make something upbeat you can make 20, 30 people, the easiest way to make 20, 30 people move is by making the melody very simple, in my opinion, right? This is the second point. The first point is it's got to be energetic. The second point is that it's got to be as simple as possible, because when you make a beat as simple as possible, when you make a very simple beat in terms of melody and drums, people tend to move because it's much easier for them to process it, especially in a big environment. Especially in a big environment where there are multiple people, you want to make a beat that's very simple. Okay, point number two. Point number three. It's a good beat battle beat. It's gotta have vocals. It's gotta have some type of vocal chops in it. Definitely try to add some vocal chops to your beat. Okay. Obviously, you shouldn't go overboard with it, because point number two, it's gotta be simple. So adding some vocal chops, especially dialogues from movies or dialogues said by famous people, you can definitely use those to add a little more spice to your beats. But always remember that when you add vocal chops, make sure that they're high quality. Even samples or drum loops or any loops or anything that you use in your beat, make sure it's high quality, that it's crystal clear. It doesn't have any muddiness or doesn't have any background noise in it, especially vocals. Say for example, you're trying to use like Khabib's quote, right, which I did in the previous beat battle. You want to make sure that the vocal is very very clear. The dialogue is very easy to listen to understand, because there are no subtitles here. Everybody's so used to listening to subtitles and stuff that when they hear a person speak, it takes them a minute or two, I mean, it takes them a second or two to like kind of process what that dialogue actually is. So you want to give them something very very easy to understand. Say for example, you're from Hyderabad, right, and your language is Telugu. Using a Telugu dialogue is going to be much more effective than using an English dialogue. This is just like from my understanding, because people know Telugu much better, so they'll connect with it much more faster. And you want people to be connecting like really fast in a beat battle, which brings me to point number 4, which is have a lot of transitions, have a lot of silences and beat drops, have a lot of that, right? Because when you're on stage and you're like vibing, and you want people to vibe with your track, you don't want it to be monotonous. You want to switch it up, you want to go crazy, you want to add a silence here, you want to add a crazy transition there, a scratch loop here, right? People want those kind of transitions because that's what catches attentions. Transitions catch attention, so you want to focus more on transitions, but don't make too much of it. It's got to sustain, like the beat has to sustain over time. So for that to happen, you gotta have, say, 10 seconds of a beat, 2 seconds of a really hard striking transition, boom, you go to another 10 seconds of, you can go to the same beat, or you can, I would suggest switching up the tempo a little bit, or switching up the melodics or the drums. Switch up something, add another layer here, but the transition, it's got to be like, yeah. Or you can just put a silence there. Silences make the best transitions ever. So yeah, so I gave you 4 points. Energetic, always choose energetic, don't go for melodic, emotional stuff. That's just like buzz killers. Melodic and emotional stuff are buzz killers. People are there to like party, people are there to like do that. So give them that, don't give them your emo stuff. Point number 2, make melodies simple, make drums simple, but make the drums hit hard, dude. That's what I was able to pull off. That, I mean, my stage name is 808 Smash, right? So drums is like my expertise, I would say, and my drums hit hard. That's for sure. Drums hit hard. So yeah, make drums simple and melodies simple as well. Second point. Third point was use vocal chops, use high quality vocal chops or dialogues. The fourth point is to have crazy transitions. And point number 5, let me think of one more point. Use multiple genres, right? Keep multiple genres with you. Have hip hop. Okay, if it's entirely hip hop, have trap, have dubstep. I mean, have trap, have old school, and have R&B, right? R&B, I wouldn't read like I wouldn't focus much of my time making R&B, so I would say trap, hard trap, and like proper old school like Knob, Dr. Dre kind of stuff, like. And yeah, and another genre you can have is anthem, like pop anthem, like uh, you know what I'm saying, like anthem, Michael Jackson style, or not exactly Michael Jackson, but some songs of Michael Jackson and some songs of like Imagine Dragons. Yeah, Imagine Dragons is the best example for anthem. Uh, Even Jason Derulo's style type beats. You can definitely focus your energy on making stuff like that. And dubstep, definitely focus on dubstep. People love electronic dance music, they still love electronic dance music no matter what, no matter how much hip hop has been coming out since the last 4 or 5 years. So much hip hop, it's like the market is saturated with hip hop, R&B and trap, right? Even though so much has been coming out, dubstep and EDM, that genre still works. So definitely make multiple genres and keep them all with you. and on the day of performance, kind of just like understand which one you'd which one you'd start off with and which one you'd make play at the end. You just know these two things. Everything in the middle takes care of itself. So yeah, those 5 points, and I'm pretty sure you'll nail your beat battle with that, with those five tips. So wish me luck. I have another 8 days to make 20 beats. From today on, I'll be starting my beat crank. Okay, see you soon.